here's why you wouldn't want to be on the first plane crossing the Atlantic. Alright, so in 1939, Pan Am Flights introduced a Boeing 314 crossing the Atlantic Ocean. This was a huge step in aviation and the beginning of transatlantic flights. But here's what nobody tells you. When you fly over 10,000 feet, oxygen gets thin, so what airplanes do now is pump oxygen in the cabin. But in 1939, planes were not pressurized, which was hell. One person who flew on one of these early flights said that it was so hard to breathe that people are passing out. And that's not even the worst part of this flight. These planes cruised over the Atlantic Ocean at only 8,000 feet compared to planes nowadays that fly at around 40,000 feet. Flying 8,000 feet over the Atlantic Ocean is super dangerous. Back then, the pilots relied on ships to tell them what the weather is like, but when there was a storm, the pilots had to fly straight through it. The turbulence was so bad that it left people injured. Another crazy thing about this plane, its cruising speed was only 180 miles per hour, so your flight from New York City to the UK would take up to 20 hours. And with all these planes' negatives, there was not one single recorded crash, which is somehow better than the planes nowadays. And comment if you guys would ever take one of these flights. I know I wouldn't.